Welcome to the Tabletop Spotlight, your weekly show where we go over all the cool stuff you can pick up at your favorite local gaming store. I'm Adam from Bowles, and these are our games of the week. Hey, were you a big fan of Terra Mystica and thought, man, I wish there was more stuff in this game? Well, we've got some good news for you, because Age of Innovation is that game. The Age of Innovation is a standalone game set in the world of Terra Mystica. In Age of Innovation, you start with one of 12 factions. Now, each game you can actually create your own combination of factions and homelands, and your abilities can change, but the core game is just starting with those 12. You'll choose one of those factions and terraform the game's map's terrain into your homeland, and then you can try to erect buildings in your different zones. Now, your proximity to other factions may limit your expansion, but this can also get you access to some significant advantages as well. It's kind of the tension of this game, as it adds to the appeal in the whole Terra Mystica series of this terraforming land and accessing all these different buildings. Ideally, you'll be upgrading your buildings and gain valuable resources like tools and scholars and money. This is all to enhance your own power. These different buildings can give you access to different science and book collections and all these other things that work together to make your engine even bigger. So if you're looking for a meaty game to chew on for a weekend gaming session, Age of Innovation is definitely that game. Terra Mystica has been delighting game players for over 10 years, and this game, Age of Innovation, builds on that foundation and adds even more to your gaming sessions. Shadowrun Edgezone is back with 2 expansions. We actually have the first one here, which is Magic, and there's a second one, Mayhem, also out as well. Shadowrun Edgezone is the 6th world upgradable card game that lets you build your team, gear them up, and see what they can handle. This expansion box is Magic, and of course that means it's going to emphasize the Magic side of the game, with more magic spells, spellcasting, and summoning options for you in your game. This expansion has 348 cards in the box, with enough cards to allow 2 players to build decks and get up and running. If you've been waiting for more cards for Shadowrun Edgezone, this expansion is the magical opportunity for you. Villainous is back with another Star Wars theme expansion, and this one is Scum and Villainy. In Villainous Scum and Villainy, you'll be able to play as some famous foes of everyone, really. You'll be able to play as Boba Fett, Cad Bane, or the Seventh Sister. You'll be able to wield your sinister influence and unique abilities to manipulate the events in your favor. But are these boastful bounty hunters powerful enough to defeat each other? That's what you're going to have to play to find out. This being a Villainous game, of course you can play on its own or mix and match it with the other Star Wars Villainous titles. Having 3 new characters, this is designed for, again, up to 3 players, but really it's 2 to 4 when you play a full game of Villainous, and games take about 20 minutes per player. Villainous Scum and Villainy is out now, so get your bounty hunt on. Zombicide's back with some more fun expansions, and this time it's all about Iron Maiden. There are 3 new Iron Maiden packs. We have pack 1 with us today. This allows you to bring in some classic Iron Maiden to your games. Pack 1 includes Undead Eddie, Samurai Eddie, Pharaoh Eddie, Reaper Eddie, Trooper Eddie, and Cyborg Eddie. Iron Maiden fans are going to get a kick out of this one, as Eddie is the band's mascot and one of the greatest heavy metal icons of all time. So pick up Iron Maiden Pack 1 if you want to add Eddie to your arsenal of Zombicide. Steamforged Games is back with another fantastic duo of boxes for epic encounters. We've got the Camp of the Bandit Twins and the Cave of the Manticore. If you're not familiar at all with epic encounters, these are essentially adventures in a box for your 5e compatible games of RPGs out there. Each box contains a bunch of miniatures. The Camp of the Bandit Twins in particular has 18 miniatures that have 7 various sculpts and includes a whole bunch of barbarian baddies to battle. Not only does this box contain miniatures, it also has a brutal bandit encounter for you to set up and play, and it also includes a battle map as well as, again, all the miniatures and a little rulebook that will help you integrate this game into whatever campaign you are playing as. The Cave of the Manticore is kind of the next part of that adventure if you want to play them contiguously. You don't have to, though. Each one's kind of an individual thing. But this one has an enormous manticore that's on a 100mm base, just to give you an example. And to be honest, it looks pretty wicked. So you can throw this into your current campaigns if you want to just have your party fight a manticore, or if you want to, again, run these 2 things back to back. You can link both of these adventures together in whatever manner you choose. Both have the adventure books that I mentioned with monster stats and tips and tricks to integrate them into your campaigns. Again, if you're a DM with not a lot of time and looking to fill your next session up with fun things to throw at your parties, check out Epic Encounters. They make a wonderful ton of products. I can't recommend it enough, especially, again, no time as a DM. These are lifesavers. Miniatures, an adventure, a map. You can't go wrong. So go check out these Epic Encounters from Steve Forge Games. Smash Up is back, finally, with another expansion. This is Excellent Movies, dude. Grab your popcorn, because we're about to go back in time to some classic 80s cinema, or as close as Smash Up legally can without getting any lawyers involved. In this box, there are 4 new factions, each with 20 cards, which includes 8 base cards, 4 dividers, and a token sheet, and rulebook, and all that fun stuff that you can expect from a Smash Up expansion. Excellent Movies, dude, is fully compatible with all previous Smash Up expansions as well. So if you're looking to mix up some genres and hopefully get away without getting sued, check out the new Excellent Movies, dude expansion for Smash Up. Well, those were the games of the week. Big shout out to our friends over at Dragons Lair Comics and Fantasy here in Austin, Texas. They are the ones that have hooked us up with everything we showed off today. Thanks so much to them. I am Adam from Bulls, and I will see you next time on the Tabletop Spotlight.